That wasn't 10 minutes at all. You suck at this. Time,
It was, however,
And here we didn't think you could count to 10.
time and space. I have multiple fingers and toes. Thank you. I can get all the way up to 17.
He does that while he's wearing mittens. Think about that one for a second.
Mutation. It's a hell of a drug. Radiation. Not even
Okay,
once.
so we're going to go ahead and jump forward in the game to when you guys were on the ship. And amazingly enough, I actually have these ships set up in front of you right now. And I have all your characters on the deck. And you have approached the island for which you were told to go.
Yippee!
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I have missed the last couple of weeks, and I have no fucking clue what we're doing.
So
Okay,
we
Someone give me a quick
go
recap.
ahead
got
and
it.
recap.
So we showed up at the docks from the airship. We went to that fish house, met with Kai Mei, and then Kai Mei and I went to broker a deal with the trading company that we had, or
the keyboard
a few of their gentlemen had come in,
on the screen.
where we were eating at the fish house, and we're talking about how awful their last adventure was, how they're missing over half their crew, yada yada yada. So Kaime and I went to broker a deal with the shipping company for the potential recovery of said crewmates and or removal of hostiles from this shipping path. So we've just spent several days flying back to the location where the crew's gone missing. We are going to attempt to recover them and or remove the hostiles.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, I can be on that. I like both of those things.
Yes. Recovering hostiles and removing or recovering recovering hostiles.
Recovering
When it's
hostiles.
like at that
I
camera there.
recover them only if they are goblins.
We
Because
don't
I
need to
got-
recover them alive.
You know the best part
Choose
about
one.
recovering goblins is
Oh.
you can put like 14 of them into the same net.
Yeah, don't touch the light, touch the back.
Goblin ingenuity at its finest right there.
And turn it up as far as it'll go. Perfect.
Touch it
That's what
until
you
it burns.
That's what she said.
It's okay, they make a claim for that.
Okay,
I'm sure you would know.
I do. Burning sensations.
Okay, so there's a situation where you guys are
Yes.
coming in to attempt to rescue sailors because the shipping company is having a hard time hiring new sailors because, well,
They're losing face.
they're not protecting their employees.
Would you like to come work for us? That depends. Are you gonna get me killed? Well, we don't know exactly, but we know you're not coming back.
So
That's the gist of it right now.
I know, right? It's not very
it's
reassuring.
much better for your employees if you can at least tell them you'll try to recover their bodies.
And that payment will be given to their families upon their death
Yes.
or unrecovery.
We're going to give you a very nice funeral. It's going to be closed casket, but it will be very nice.
So as your ship approaches this island, it comes in around the east. There's not many
love the
low
blues.
areas. It's mostly cliffside.
What do we got here?
And the ship goes all the way around, and on the north side you can see some really tall cliffs.
Holy shit, there are fucking sheep on this island.
You got to eat something.
Why are the longboats on the wrong side?
It's a tactic.
A shitty
The ship
tactic.
comes around from the north, loops back, and drops the longboats on the far side as not to give away that they're about to disembark.
Fair enough.
You can see from the ship
Sneak attack with longbows.
that there is no
Who came up with this?
sign of life on the island, other than
The sheep?
you can see. I'm talking about intelligent life. The lizard men that were reported to have attacked.
As I'm looking over the side, hey, I recognize
Oni!
that statue.
There's a giant idol.
Is that a boat I see upon the land?
I'm not entirely sure if you're being serious or facetious right now. Because, I mean, clearly it's a goddamn boat.
The question then, why are we doing a sneak attack when they can literally, I don't know.
Well, see, it's like this. That boat is probably up there because it crashed. Was probably a flying boat. So, which means all of the things they have for that are looking that way. But we are that way. That is the genius here.
You note that the wreckage well up on the shore, well past the highest of the high tide lines.
I bet there's a lot of shit in there we can loot.
You can see that there is what's left of
Well, I don't more
the gas envelopes that
would have.
would have held it aloft.
If it is an airship with those gas envelopes, we can actually salvage some of that to create our own.
There are possibilities.
You can see that it's been there, at least from where you're at, that it's been there for a while. Vines have taken over the nets that held the envelopes.
Then yes, we potentially could.
You do, in fact, see a small flock of sheep. There is a small, ancient stone wall down at the bottom. The ship was able to come in pretty close to shore. After all, it's only like about a 15-foot draft, so I mean, as long as there's 15 feet of water, the ship can come in close. It's a fairly protected area. There's not a lot of heavy waves. You're in the North Sea. And all of the sailors on the ship refuse to go ashore.
As they had previously
Ancient
stated
technologies.
that they would refuse. And I believe on the journey over, they were saying that they would not join us on our escapade. That they were here merely for transportation, and that they would not hesitate to leave if, we were done in.
Okay,
Or
so
troubles,
um,
something of the sort.
So how do we know that they're not going to just leave the moment we get off this ship?
I guess we don't.
Okay.
But we're here on official business. They are from the company that hired us. And they need to save face. So what reason do we have to believe that they would leave without us just because?
How many different companies and how many different times have we gone to work for now?
Many.
And of them, how many times have they turned around to fuck us? At least twice.
About that.
this shipping.
So the
agency-
the empire has still been on our side,
believe
even
they're
when they
talking-
haven't
I'm ju-
remembered us.
I'm just saying, it's happened before.
Well, yes. I don't believe
Let's
though
not
in these
discount-
circumstances that we will
No,
be
no,
abandoned by the company.
it's probable they're not going to screw us, but
It's possible.
just make sure that it's still out there.
I hear you.
Fear not, old friend, so long as you are in my employment, I, the great Jazzy Gripcock, swear that I will never abandon my followers.
Of course you're not. Your legs are like this big. How the fuck are you going to run away?
Ah, your humor.
Can outrun you. Brilliant, in case there's ever a bear.
Are you going to appoint him official jester?
Oh, he's already my master craftsman.
I can be both. Multi-talented.
If you want both,
I don't know how cool is the scepter.
I could fashion you one.
I know we could do all sorts of cool shit with it.
Oh, that would
That
be
board
cool.
is so cool looking.
I need it
Thank you.
to discharge
you very
electricity
much.
that is not lethal. The kind that makes your hair stand on end.
I can do that with some flashing colors too. Kind of really brighten up the mood a little bit.
After we rescue these
Of course. We'll go rescue the peasants.
Wait, are we employed by him?
Yes.
We technically are, yes.
How the fuck did that happen?
That happened before he went to the moon. If you'll
Was I
recall,
independent?
if you'll recall, Jaime got into an altercation with our silk caravan, and we were let off of that.
Because it clearly wasn't silk.
No, it wasn't. No, but we were let off of that contract, and with nothing else to do, and with the goblin in need of protection, he hired us. So we are technically still in his employ.
As long as I'm getting paid and as long as I'm getting booze, I suppose that's fine. Where do you want to go?
Well, currently, to shore.
Well, right now, I guess we are technically, while you're in my employment, we are being subcontracted out for this other company. So, Varys, I believe you were the one that also took this contract?
Yes, we need money for the airship, don't we?
Oh, yes, I quite agree with that. So, I suppose we should get into the longship, sail our way over to Glory, and harvest that boat.
You know, normally I would say that you cannot technically harvest a boat, but in this circumstance, I'm all on board with you. Get it? Because it's a boat. All on board.
And remove your miniatures from the upper deck and load onto a longboat. Long ships are different.
What long boats are you talking about?
The one in your hand.
When you're
Yeah, so I'm loading this onto this guy, right?
yes, or at least remove them from the back of the deck and then move your
I like how your miniature is just as tall as mine, despite the fact that like my character is a solid
Is this
4 feet
yours?
taller than you.
that is
Oh, well.
all of them on deck are your party.
Okay.
Wow, look at that deck. It's awesome.
It's a polished deck.
Is it Polish or Polish?
Yes.
How's it spelled?
Yes.
We're all laying down in preparation for this sneak attack. We're coming down the side.
Which preparation is it?
Preparation H.
There you go.
Are we coming up?
Our sense of
this
humor is
way?
sophisticated
You
here.
tell me. You are on the boat. I'm not. I'm the DM.
Okay, so here's the plan for
I
a
just
sneak attack.
talk
The
real
moment
nice.
we
Where the
hit
hell are we
shore-
going?
So here's a plan for the sneak attack. The moment we hit shore, we all run out screaming. Fuck.
That's a joke.
You guys know there's a bin for cans, right?
Yes. Alright, well, we're gonna pull it this way. Where the ancient wall is. Because someone made the horrible idea to let Varys lead.
Okay, so you've
This guy in the interview said that Oni was the leader.
You seem to be the tallest, strongest, and the one with the most.
Per goblin rules.
Well,
Operation Tallest.
I'm going to say that everyone seemed to look up to you.
generally speaking, the one who can throw the goblin
I'm not
the farthest
speaking
is the one in
literally.
charge. Am I right? You can throw the goblin the farthest, you're in charge.
Yes. He could like.
We call them the Goblimpics.
Are you ready to go loot the airship? You've got this. Go.
I believe in you.
Goblin
He's
tossing.
totally going to die.
Goblin tossing 101.
Oh shit, didn't we say something along the lines of there's anti-aircraft here? Maybe throwing the goblin into the air is gonna be awesome.
Very well, could be. We'll find out.
Pull!
Just testing defenses.
How bulletproof are you?
This is what I have subjects for.
I can't throw your subjects nearly as well as I can throw you.
As noble as a figure I am not one very suited for combat. I hired you as my bodyguard and as a servant to deal with these interlopers as you see fit.
I see fit by throwing you into
No!
Then maybe you should put some restrictions on this because I thought it was a great idea.
How's this? You may throw Varys as you see fit into the line of enemies, but you shall leave me in all of my glorious standing.
As this is being said, Varys gets off the boat,
Okay.
wading through the shallow water onto land.
But he's done half the job for you. He's already on land.
Just throwing out there that the guy paying us gave me permission. That's great. My wife called me and she's like, "Aren't you coming home?"
Never.
Like, eventually, yeah. She's like, "Well, I need the car." I left the car at home and walked over here. I go over here and drink. I'm not gonna drive. She's like, "Oh, the car's here?" "Yes." "Well, I'm leaving then." Bye. Cool, have fun.
Did you throw the goblin?
Aww.
Thank you, because I think that would actually kill me.
I mean, as much as I want to, the problem is they have big, fat, stupid heads and aren't aerodynamic at all.
Great point.
Okay, as you come off of the
I mean, if it was any bigger, fatter, and
Well-
stupider, it would actually work like a parachute.
a ram from the sheep come up closer.
Oh, I dodge. Because it's a Dodge Ram.
Shit. I dodge ram. Are you sure it's not a journey?
Can't stop believing.
Dodge journey.
Just hold on to that feeling.
Every time.
I'm either going to triple your ratings or make them go flatline. Oh, there's no middle ground.
And lost a viewer.
Excellent.
Okay. So you come up on shore. The only action you see is the sheep are moving up the hill, except for one ram that's come down closer.
Oh, clearly that ram is a spy, and they're just trying to get the camera into better position.
Varys turns to you.
It's a drone.
I wonder if ram tastes anything like bacon.
I approach the ram.
And now we're gonna all have mutton tonight. I'm just watching.
Roll initiative.
All right.
I'm just waiting.
You. Nat 20.
The ram is
Oh,
dead.
you should have done that on your next roll.
Bacon. Ram bacon will ensue.
What's your plan?
Does it look hostile at all?
Oh yeah, it's
It wants to ram you.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna do that to it.
horn to horn. This is
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
I'm a fucking troll. It's gonna be awesome, is what it's gonna be.
Locking horns.
Natural 20. Right here, guys. Right
Yeah.
here.
Okay, you and the sheep now have to do a Constitution save.
Oh man. If you roll another 20, I'm just gonna.
I rolled an 8 that time. Look at that. It's one side away from the 20, too.
Take 1d6 damage.
Noted.
The sheep
Only
seem-
takes 1.
the sheep seems to be laughing.
I hit it with a natural 20 and it's laughing?
The sheep is laughing. Do sheep normally laugh? Okay. Okay, I guess that's laughing.
How,
You're a dick.
That's not normal.
how big is this sheep compared to me?
It's. I mean, as far as sheep goes, it's pretty big sheep.
So,
But I mean, let's face it. This is what rams do for a living. That's why they're called a ram.
yeah, I get that.
And all you're gonna do, I mean, you're hitting it with your head. It's hitting you with its head. All you two are gonna do is take damage.
Until one of you staggers and passes out.
Exactly.
Fine, I'm just gonna pick it up by the horns and bludgeon it against a rock.
Okay, roll.
Look, there's a rock right next to you.
Rolled an 8 again. It's either 20 or 8.
What's your strength bonus on that?
God's his strength was his.
28 is a 14, so
It's 14?
Yeah.
Okay, roll
22.
Roll a d8 damage.
No, it's not 14. It's bonus at 28 would be
20
so
is
it's every
5.
2 after 12, so 12, 14, 16,
4.
20.
So 9.
9. Thank you.
Okay, well,
9 on the 8.
16.
That's huge.
16.
16 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. The sheep is now, you broke its back.
The sheep is now mutton.
Excellent.
The sheep is now ready to skin.
The other
Save the
sheep-
intestines,
The
please.
remaining sheep up on the hill, the entire flock leaves. Do you blame them?
You killed the ram.
Save the intestines. We may need them.
I'm just gonna throw the carcass onto the longboat, and we'll cook that up later.
Well done, Oni! You've successfully dispatched the sheep. Now, I
Wow.
think it would be a great time to see what lies within this vessel.
We'll figure out if it actually tastes like bacon later.
I'm actually curious.
I'm curious too.
But I don't eat meat, so you'll have to tell me. Yes, I know, I'm a heathen. Can't be trusted. I wouldn't suggest it.
How have I been hanging out with you for this long and actually not realized that you don't eat meat?
That is the question, isn't it?
Well, there was that one time you put my meaty ball sack in your mouth.
I did not put your ball sack in my mouth, sir. That was you teabagging me.
Yes.
I was not willing, nor did I eat it, and you should be thankful for that.
You'd still be chewing.
I like to start approaching the ship.
You're a goblin.
I already have.
Well, there you go.
I will
In
also be
case
walking
there's
up the
something-
hill as I'm having this conversation with Oni.
I would like to be here.
While he's doing that, Varys and I will
see if there's any,
keep a lookout for
windows or
unmentionables.
portholes that I can start-
questionables.
You can see,
Unquestionables.
now that you're really close to it,
We're gonna have
Dad.
Bob guarding the boat.
it's really,
Which was Bob? This one?
in here,
Small
a
one.
really,
Small.
really
Bob is
long
small.
time.
Might have
He's
already
eyeing
been
the ram.
stripped.
But the
Who are these two assholes?
sea Crom,
Oh, come up.
Kame,
Tommy's
yeah.
with us? Holy crap.
She's gonna want to be with us.
Yeah, they're gonna come up. Crom and Kame.
lots of dry rot.
Okay.
Crom and Kame will keep a look on one side.
Hopefully we can
Varys and I will
find
keep a look
something.
on one side while he explores the.
Most of the hardware has been removed. The nets, again, disintegrating. Nothing of value whatsoever.
Yeah.
Well, it's garbage. I
I
do have
suppose-
a hammer that we could unchain. We could probably start pulling some of this dry, rotted carcass apart, see what's on the inside. But I think it's probably best to leave here. I see nothing salvageable.
We could just light it on fire, use it as a diversion, and sneak around the side of the island.
Holy shit, when did you get smart? It's fucking brilliant.
My suggestion stands.
Good.
I second the suggestion.
This is a perfect opportunity. to
That
try out-
large brush over there on the shore, might be a place to actually set up camp. If we set this one on fire, then we should probably use the natural flora here to hide in. They will probably come down to investigate it, and that's when we spring our trap.
Also, not a bad idea. Great Lord Jazzy Ribcock.
Oh my god, yeah, just give me the bag.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a bag of chips, but
Yeah, no, it totally
Better?
is. Give me that. There we go.
That's Steve's, by the way, so calm down.
Do you have any more of those explosives? At all?
I have several. I believe I have 7 left.
You see that statue over there?
Yes.
Everybody, perception check.
Where's the dice that I just had?
15.
Holy
More
shit.
than me.
26. What's your perception modifier?
Mine?
Yeah.
Fucking 0.
Here, roll the die.
15, same as
Megan, you all of you, the entire group that is not on that side of the ship, notes that there is a lizard man here, kind of dodging behind the bushes, trying to hide himself from you, but watching what you're doing.
I'm going to pretend not to see him.
Boss, you want me to go eat it?
Varys. Per the contract that you have brokered for us, what were the exact terms upon encountering with these lizard folk?
Our discretion. Though they are responsible for downing an airship, at least one, and
So
taking captive crew. So they do say. That is what the crew members coming back from their journey.
The cowards on those ships won't even set foot upon the land. Can we really trust the words that they're saying? I understand that the land is dangerous, but who's to say that other dangers haven't befallen them? We might want to consider trying to converse.
Hey, you! Come here!
He promptly runs to the other side of the statue and disappears.
Oh my god. Fucking lizard piece of shit.
So we have cowards on the ship behind us, Jazzy, and we have cowards in front of us. Can we trust any of them?
Good help, it's so hard to find these days.
I'm more apt to start shooting. As per was the tentative agreement on what to do when encountering the locals. Goodbye.
Good night, whoever you are, Shorty Bug 0587.
Good night, Shorty.
I assume it's Bob.
Shorty.
Wait, who is Nim?
Me.
I was gonna say, I thought that was you. Good night, Rob's wife.
You poke an eye out with those things.
You absolutely could. I was saying earlier that you could use those nips to impale your enemies.
If they're erect enough, I could see it.
That was like a 50-foot statue.
Those things are at least like 2-3 feet long.
Okay, so yeah. So that wasn't a fleshy being. That was probably like stone or...
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you could impale your enemies on those nips.
oh yeah.
I'm literally eating a plate full of bacon and drinking rum. This is amazing.
Life goals, everyone. Life goals.
This is why he also smells like bacon.
And that, Jazzy, is what happened the first time I met Owen.
Did you just caress my arm?
With bacon grease, yes. The mascot has arrived.
I don't think he'd appreciate being called that, but okay.
The boss has arrived. The group owner
The new DM.
has arrived. He's like, are you letting me?
Everybody roll your saving throws.
I want to throw bacon at him.
Yeah, on the horizon, a giant cat feline.
The lizard folk have unleashed their ultimate weapon.
And he's not about getting
Quick,
done either. He's just sitting here.
Grab a laser pointer.
He does. I think he sees himself in the camera.
Alright, you giant beast, you're going away. You're heavy.
I guess I'm pulling out my Winchester.
Nice.
It's not going to stop a mountain-sized cat.
No, that's not going to do anything to him at all.
If the cat's coming, I'm probably just gonna.
Hide in the ship.
Just point it where you want him to dig.
Shit yourself
Okay,
and pray
so
to the gods.
Is
Point
it
it in my
just,
throat and pull the trigger at that point. Just make it
just
quick.
you approaching over here?
No, I'm also.
There was one
walking that way.
lizardman.
I think we should. Well, no, Bob. Is, okay.
No,
Bob's
Bob
guarding
was
the
watching the ship.
Who knows what these lizard folk are up to?
Okay. So there's nothing here, but if you come around to this side, you'll see that there's a like a double wide door entrance. The door is about 7 feet tall.
Want to move me up there too?
So I have to duck to get in it.
Indeed. It does open up inside into a cave or mine looking situation.
I found the thing!
I guess I'm going to.
As I'm walking up
tentatively
behind him, indeed you did.
Go up there.
And I'm sure Kaime would be
Touch
interested
this
as well.
thing.
Kaime and Crom. Crom would be all over that shit.
Where's Neff?
I couldn't find her miniature.
Okay.
We're gonna pretend she's there.
She's with us in spirit.
What about the Bob?
Bob's guarding the boat.
Yeah, we need someone to guard the boat. Ideally, we should have, like,
Ideally, we should have him in the longboat, away from the shore.
yeah.
I'm gonna shout down the hill, Bob! Take the longboat back to the ship, and keep an eye out for us.
Maybe about like halfway between the ship and the land. I don't know.
There's no reason not to have him just sitting up there watching.
Okay, so you move to the entrance to this. Are you going in?
I am going to be searching for
Hey,
any kind of traps that these
you,
lizard people
payment
might
man.
have
Are we going in?
placed at their door.
Whose wife?
Bob's wife.
Rob's wife. Carmopolis' wife.
Oh, okay. Hi, Crom's wife.
And she's gone to bed. She's probably gone.
Suppose we can investigate.
I'm searching for traps at this entrance.
Okay, trap check.
And we have already figured. I guess we have found out who is wishing to go first.
What is that?
A 9.
9.
9? Can you default on trap jacking? Well,
Do you have
Per
that as
Pathfinder.
a, do you have it as a skill?
But it's also a bunch of other things for. Like Niall has put in a bunch of different systems.
we're pretty much running off of
In Pathfinder, yes, you can
and the
take 10.
Pathfinder D20s.
If as long as you have enough time, you can take 10 or 20. And assuming that the trap isn't something overly complicated that would require you a lot of time to do.
Okay, well,
So-
I'm going to take 10 minutes and check for traps and the entrance
Okay.
with a +9 to that. So 19.
Okay.
Taking 10 is 10, right?
Taking 10 assumes that there are a couple of like failures in, but you take 10 on your roll,
Yeah.
and then you add your bonus.
Gotcha.
So if you were to take 10 on disabling a device like a chest, it's assumed that a couple of your lockpicks break.
Because
Gotcha.
very often you'd need to disable a chest.
Absolutely.
Then it won't be.
Disable it.
It just won't hold things anymore.
Yes, stab it.
Disabling the lock on the chest, I should say.
Make up your mind. Disable a chest. Anyway. Okay then. You find nothing.
All right. Well,
I walk through the.
I assume you're just checking the doorway.
no, the entrance, the entryway. So the doorway,
The area with which
the
the,
area
sunlight
within
still reaches.
yes,
Okay.
more or less.
It goes. It's about a 4 to 5 foot wide. Again, mine-like structure,
Mm-hmm.
cave-like, just kind of in between. It's like an improved cave. It does not seem to be going downhill. It seems pretty level, and it goes in a good 10 feet before it turns.
At that turning point, I am going to.
Varys, hold. And pull out from my bag an ever-burning torch and hand it to him.
I have low light vision. I can see him here. But I'll take it anyways.
The only one who doesn't is the human.
Combopolis.
I have dark vision, so
Hey guys, I'm gonna stay here.
I'm gonna hand Crom then the torch.
Crom does take it.
Why am I waiting?
You can continue on ahead. I'll
Okay,
catch up.
I go
I'm gonna spend some time actually rigging this particular area to explode if we need it to on the way out. Like if
Okay.
we are chased out by lizard folk.
Okay.
So are you setting up a booby trap, or are you setting something up that you can personally detonate?
And I'm setting up something I can personally detonate.
Okay.
Via wireless.
Okay. So when you get in to the corner, so it goes in roughly straight, you'll see that it turns slightly from my perspective, turns slightly to the right,
Mhm.
and then it hooks back, but then there's also a path going the other direction. So there are two paths coming out now this way.
Okay.
They don't, again, seem to be descending or ascending. It's not going up or down.
Staying
It's
level.
really level.
This is a mine, right? That's what it looked like.
It looks like an improved cave. So there's signs of natural cave, and then there's also where it's been carved out and made.
Oni is literally just walking down the hallway saying, "Hey, lizard thing, I saw you out there."
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
You come to this small fork. Which way are you going, left or right?
Left.
Okay. And is anybody mapping?
I guess I will map.
You're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die. You're all gonna
Would you like a
die.
whiteboard? Would you like to
Just
come
open
and do it
up.
over here?
Open up. Nippley. No, that's not what it is.
You said.
Open up.
No, you said nibbly.
Nippley.
Oh.
Mary. Nipply.
Oh. I thought you said nibbly.
No.
Like my nibbles.
Open up Nipply. That'll map us real good.
It'll point you in the right direction.
Why is it just me, or does Nipply sound like a city in Europe?
It does sound like a
Like Napoli?
Nepal?
That would not be in Europe. Napoli would be.
Okay.
Nipply.
Nipply. Sister cities.
Nipply.
How are the ladies?
Or the guys.
The
not
twin,
judging.
the twin ladies, the twin cities.
Both
South,
nestled on a hill.
south of Yosemite National Park, there's a mountain range called the Grand Tetons. We're relocating those.
Their main export are milk products.
Oh my god.
Hi, Kami. Are you watching?
Oh wow.
If I get slapped later randomly, I get why.
Oh no, she'd probably be joking right along with me.
There's probably that, but
Yeah, we've been reading along and responding.
the problem is I think there's only like one other person in it, and it's him.
Yep.
All right. Well, we've got.
And Shorty Bug went to bed.
We got a couple computers sitting here. They're on. So.
Yeah.
I don't have mine over here, but it would also.
There. So you went left.
10 feet in, short jog of about 3 or 4 feet
Yes,
to the
sir.
right, and then it splits to north
I'm just gonna piece of paper. I'm not gonna mess
Northwest.
with this.
and southwest,
Oh, that's right.
almost at a 90-degree angle.
If you want to try it,
Wow, that is like not at all what I was. How I pictured that being
Cool.
spelled.
go ahead, Brandon.
Beige land.
What's the approximate dimensions of this cave?
Approximately 5 feet wide.
Well,
In total.
In total.
If you were to map this, how
The
big
area.
should the area be?
If I tell you that, then I
And-
will be giving out spoilers.
I'm only mapping.
Yes, we get it. There's probably going to be a complete hangar in here with airship things that we're going to loot.
Maybe, maybe not. But regardless, in order to map appropriately, I need an approximate size.
Go
Where do
1
you think all the
kilometer.
good stuff went from there?
No.
Here's what we had. You came in the entrance here,
Entrance.
a little bit of opening there. You came down, you turned the corner, and it split into 2.
And we went left.
So you went left. You came in, it goes in a good 30 feet, and then all of a sudden it just takes a straight, you gotta fly to go down. Get a 45-degree up from here, but it continues on.
And this was cliff right here, wasn't it?
Okay, this was the only sloping side of the entire
Yeah.
island.
And the rest of it was cliffside,
The
right?
rest of it was cliff, yes. And it was towering cliff, like taller than the ship cliff, like way taller than the ship cliff.
We're going into the cliffs.
Yeah.
You're in what equates to be Nordic area. Okay, so you're in the fjords or passing the fjords. This is just an island in the sea. It's not necessarily an island in one of the fjords. You should be okay there. I can move this over a little too. Okay. Okay. So you come in here. You have this section here, and you got to remember that at a 45-degree, you're going up as much as you're going forward. Okay.
Yes.
So it continues out, comes to a plateau here where it's got a room. Sorry. Like this. There are, on the side here, stacks of old crates.
Well, naturally, I rummaged through them.
As he's doing that, I'm going to check out the other 2 hallways. 20 feet, 30 feet down each of the other 2 halls.
They're full of coconut fiber. That's all. Old coconut fiber. This one comes out a little bit. And then it starts to go again up, but in a circle.
Okay, and I'll double
And it
back.
just keeps spiraling up.
Did I see anything from when I was out there that resembled like this height game?
From outside?
Yeah.
Yes, this is a tall ass. This that's represented on here is just the only sloping section of the entire island. When you went around it with the ship, because you guys went all the way
Yeah.
around it, it was nothing but tall cliffs.
Okay.
The whole thing.
The cliffs of insanity.
Very much
Yes.
so. Very much, yes.
After the first 360, I'm going to double back down and
Okay.
check out the other.
This side comes out.
So almost a 4-way, but not quite.
It is a 4-way. It's just I'm not doing it on like graph paper or anything.
Okay.
I'm freehanding it.
Are there any kind of like writing or anything etched into the walls at all?
Nothing that you can identify. I mean, you can
I'm gonna call out for the
Occasionally
lizard
you'll-
thing again when I'm standing at that 4-way intersection.
occasionally you run across something where there's like scratches where someone's been chipped away at the walls. Could be a letter. Could be where somebody chipped at the walls.
No, seriously, I'm gonna stand at that 4-way intersection and yell out for the lizard thing again.
Okay.
Hey, you, lizard man.
Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, I'll go explore about 30 feet in each direction.
Outside the island?
So right in here was where you saw the airship hull. Okay, statue, and then somewhere off of here was where you remember the shoreline, roughly speaking.
Wait, which direction did we come from?
The statue area.
You were out here.
Okay.
That's where the ship was.
Okay, that's
And then you
what
came in. This is where the airship was.
Okay.
That's where the statue is.
Okay.
You went in. This is where you remember Cliffs being.
Ish.
I'm gonna go check out about 30 feet down each of the other corridors.
I'm gonna go back and check out the other corridor.
You're gonna go back here. You're gonna
Yes.
split the party.
Kaime, would you care to join me in enjoying this stroll through the mine?
She says it's a bad idea to switch to split the kid.
You almost did a full-blown fucking Scooby-Doo.
They always come up.
With Fred and Phil. What the fuck was her name? Daphne?
Daphne and Fred.
Yes, Daphne and Fred, they just go wander off.
Who's Daphne and Fred?
Oh my god, he doesn't understand cartoons from our time. It's almost tragic.
Almost. Imagine the fun you can have with this.
You said you go down 30.
Yeah, I just go to the corner and then.
Okay,
look at
so
it.
there's a corner here and you can see light. Or at least that's all you can see
Okay,
from that point there.
that's okay, and I'll go check out about the same amount of distance down the other two corridors as well.
Okay, so which one are you going first?
Toward your knee.
Okay, so this one comes down about there, and there's this giant freaking room. And it's just got fucking crates, like you saw here. Again, full of coconut fiber. Some of them have broken plates. Some of them will have other weird cargoes. One is
Yes.
full of dolls.
A bunch of shit in here. Come look at it.
So assuming that Varys did not split the party because people are like, oh, it's a bad idea, he'll go check
Scooby.
it out.
Which one is he?
That's Scooby. He's Fred. We just determined that because he's trying to wander off with Velma. I am clearly Shaggy.
Ha!
Shaggy's a dumbass.
I'm aware.
Points! Like, what's around this corner, Scoob? I bet you
I
it's
sure as shit ain't
food.
Velma. I heard that.
Okay, so you were headed this way. Said no, if I could come back, right?
Because
Okay.
they were like, no, you shouldn't split the
You
party.
shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Cover more fucking ground.
Okay, so this is just like
You know,
full of
Scooby and Shaggy are inseparable.
Shit.
Yeah.
absolute trash.
No, that's
I mean, whatever's in here is mostly broken or it's just.
oh yeah.
Useless.
Crom. Crom is totally Velma.
He's not really that smart.
Do any of these plates or any of that look like
He's the tech
it's-
guy.
You think this is absolute freaking treasure?
Okay.
Goblins are pretty fucking stupid.
Does
look
any
A
of-
half of a doll's head.
was
vehicle.
going to ask
I'm
if
going
any
to
of them
buy
have
my own
writing from
hotel.
the Empire on them, or from the shipping company.
They're all of them have writing from everywhere you can think of. You haven't necessarily found one of the places. You recognize a lot of the places they're from.
Yeah.
They're from all over the freaking
It's
place.
salvaged from the ships.
Oh, I'm in pain.
When the ships crash, or whenever they attack it, they bring all the valuable items here.
This isn't valuable. It's fucking garbage.
One man's trash, I suppose.
One man's trash is another man's trash. It's fucking garbage.
Well,
This is quality.
it's garbage, so I'm gonna, I guess, go down the other hallway with Oni a little bit.
Our quality wares. I'm gonna start putting some of this stuff into my handy haversack.
He's gonna start hoarding all the trash. He's gonna be dragging around crates.
Telling me it's treasure in my mind.
So
Actually,
there's
yeah, we
another
have-
four-way intersection.
We have those crates of the coconut fiber. We could just toss that trash out and put this and bring it back to the ships.
What do you mean? Coconut fiber can be used for bedding. It's soft.
But isn't
I
this
recall there
goblin
being-
above that standard? I mean,
recall
he's
there
got a
being
fucking
a
bardo.
He thinks he
He's
is.
got a bardo.
It's a urinal on wheels.
He has a urinal on wheels. A very nice looking urinal on
Yes,
wheels.
you would find things to be. This stuff is trash, but you're still trying to think of a way you can turn a penny on it. Anyway, so you went to explore this direction. There's another four-way.
Left first.
No, right first.
You son of a bitch. Thinking we would take a left first, Varys goes left.
He goes right.
I'm putting stuff in my handy haversack. Our party is split.
More crates.
Same thing.
All right.
Okay. What'd you find?
Garbage.
Ah, same shit over here.
Oh yeah, no. See, in my head, I was thinking I'd go right first because
I'm
of that
assuming
hallway,
more of
but
the
then I
same.
realized we're up a floor now.
So I'm assuming this whole thing is just garbage storage on this floor.
Okay.
Is it?
Oh, let's
I
go
mean,
down
you,
this hallway.
You only drew that far, and then you looked at us like, can you guess what's coming?
Well, I mean, you can guess if you want. It's up to you.
Is it the same shit?
These are the same shit.
Okay. Down the hallway. One more at the end.
Yeah, except this one, it looks like it might have caught on fire.
Okay, we double all the way back then. And
I want to check out the one where there was light.
Okay, so you're gonna come back down here. It's a straight corridor. About halfway down, you see another one that comes out here
I ignore that one.
that
for
also
now.
has, you can see light on.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll check them both out.
Yeah,
They,
Both points from the side of the
he'll
cliff.
go down one, I'll go down the other.
they literally come out to a spot on the cliff face where you can overlook and see
Yeah.
the ocean. Over here also.
I lean out and see if I can see Varys.
You can see that there's
I'm not leaning out because I don't want to fall.
there's a few like broken ceramic pots, half drank ale.
Oh shit! I'm finishing that off.
It's not fresh at all.
I understand this.
Okay.
Given the condition of everything else around here, I'm expecting to be fucking spoiled as hell.
You can see that from the litter down at the bottom of the cliff that people just sit up here and look out there, and they brought their snacks along so when they throw this shit out.
All right.
Yeah. Only's polishing that off.
Okay. And that is it for these here.
Double them back.
I'd be dragging my handy haversack.
Up or down?
Far down it goes. Let's go up. We already know how high the cliffs are. And hell, they could have airships up there. We don't know what's on the plateau.
bit more broken, their ships. But if I was some sneaky little lizard man and I was keeping prisoners, it would be down, not up.
You're right. I agree.
How high are these cliffs?
Insanity.
So, I mean, it's possible either way. Who knows what kind of culture they have? For all we know, they could have some kind of temple and are sacrificing them to their profane gods up there.
They collect half doll heads. There's an entire warehouse full of them.
This is pretty good quality wood. But we could, I say we flip a coin on it. I don't think it really matters.
Okay. You got a coin?
I got several.
Well, then flip one.
I flip a coin.
10 or below.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 10 or below is a tail.
20. Heads.
That dice is amazing.
Heads up.
There we go.
So we're going up?
We're going up.
Okay, so you're going here.
Yes.
Okay.
I wasted my 120 for the night on a coin flip.
Somebody,
You wasted your 20 on initiative, huh? Well, too bad the attack rolls next. Natural 20.
Oni does whatever Gripcock tells him to, and Tommy agrees with.
that's really weird having Oni.
So
he's
nothing?
told by a goblin.
He's paying me. I gotta go pass out.
All right, we'll see you
I've
later.
already paid the party about 5,000 gold pieces.
Oni continues to call out for the lizard man.
Okay, so you're guessing that this spirals and loops up 8 times at a guess.
Damn.
And then when it comes to that point, you see spirals up, using that for elevation change. Opens up like that to a fairly large room. But in this room, there is absolutely nothing. But you can see at the other end pillars. And you can see that it drops off right on the other side of the pillars.
Is there a door at the top of that ramp?
There is no physical door. No, there is not. There is a doorway.
Walk over toward the pillars themselves, and I just kind of want to look past them to see what it drops off to.
Okay. You can see that this
I am standing at the doorway, not going through.
has a set of stairs that goes down. And then you can't tell how far that way, you can't tell how far that way. But what you can see is it opens up.
Oh,
Generally speaking, to that, you can see that there are people standing around.
people? Or
I'll
lizard
get to
folk?
that.
Okay.
On the stairs, eating, having lunch, hanging out with people. You can see shafts of light coming from the ceiling. And there is, going down the center, with these shafts of light coming in from the ceiling, illuminating this entire strip here, which is gardens. Going off on either side, you can see that there are rows of what look like homes all the way down.
Don't know if I'd be able to see that.
From the top of the stairs, you can see
on
them
top
all
of the
time.
stairs. They're only 2-story homes. Obviously, the roofs are open.
I was just
Where-
thinking like an angling thing.
Well, yeah, you can see the
Think
homes
think a Warehouse 13 thing where you're looking out over this.
Okay.
So
So like that.
Just
Same on that side.
primitive style.
And then on the other end, you can see that there's a similar set of stairs over here. One over here. And one over here. The
Huh.
people that you see, there are lizard men. There's humans. There's goblins. There's kobolds. They're all living here, peaceful, no problems whatsoever.
I'm gonna sneak my way back over to Varys.
Oni goes to the end of those, to the top of the stairs. Has anybody seen the lizard man?
Of course he does.
Several are in front of him.
Does he recognize any of them as the one that was outside?
No, not necessarily. But you hear some of them jump up and start running, others slowly backing away, and then you can hear a bell in the distance.
What? It was just a question.
And I think at this point is where we should probably stop. This is a situation where it might involve more of a party to assess the situation.
Okay.